Hey guys, I'm Shayda, and today I have another calligraphy tutorial for you, sort of. I'm going to be showing you how to use wax seals to seal your envelopes and your snail mail. I think you guys are going to love this, so let's just get started. Adding a wax seal to your envelopes is a beautiful way to add a finishing touch to your hand-lettered pieces. And this is a really fun, crafty process that's completely out of another era. Now, all of the supplies that you're going to see me use in today's tutorial are from a company called Uniku, and I will link them in the description below. They're a small, funky company, and they make these classic stamps as well as all the colorful waxes that go with them. Now, there's a few different methods for applying the wax, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm also going to share my favorite stamp designs, and there's even a giveaway, so stay tuned to the end of the video for info about that. So I'll start today by lighting a candle. It's just nice to have a source of flame when you're doing this project. And the first method that I'm going to show you is the wax stick that has a wick inside of it. So it looks very much like a candle, and you're going to light it. Start by lighting the wick, and then you're going to rotate the wax stick in your hands a little bit or in your fingers, and you'll see quite quickly that it starts to drip. And you're just going to keep the stick tilted towards your paper. I'm just using scrap paper to practice here. And you'll just rotate the wax and let the wick heat the stick, and it'll slowly start to drip and pool on the page. Now, I must say this is a very slow and meditative process. It really is something out of another time, and it's sort of fun to sit there and pretend that you're in a tower castle somewhere and you are writing a letter to your sweetheart, and you don't have an inbox full of emails and you don't have a cell phone beeping at you, but just have fun and be patient with this. You may take the wax stick and sort of do what I'm doing here and rub the wax and sort of help it to pool outwards and form a circle on the page. But once you get the wax to be somewhat circular and about the size of one of your stamps, you can set the stick aside and then grab one of your stamps. I've got a whole bunch here that I'm excited to try, and you're just going to take it and press it firmly into the pool of wax. Nothing special here. You don't have to press really hard. After a moment, after it's cooled, you can take it off, and it should look pretty much like that. Now, this is one of those times, I know I always say this, but it really is a time for perfectly imperfect. Every stamp will be a little bit different. Every seal will be a little bit different, and that's the beauty of it. Here I'm doing another one on my scrap paper just to practice, and I'm going to use my bumblebee stamp, which is a really classic design, and I love the way that looks. It just turned out really beautiful. Okay, so here I'm moving on to a real envelope. I'm going to take my gold wax, and I've got my envelope sealed, and I'm putting some wax on the fold there, letting it pool, and then pressing gently into the wax. I'm using my pineapple stamp, and you can see for this one, I sort of missed the top, but it doesn't matter. They're all going to be a little different. That's what I like about them. So here's the second method for applying the wax. You have a wax stick that doesn't have a wick inside. You take a little chunk off, just use an X-Acto knife to cut it. And you've got a little metal bowl here that you can hold over a tea light or over a candle. And once the wax has melted completely, you just pour it onto your page in a circular motion to make that little circular pool of wax. And then, of course, the stamp is the same. You're just going to press firmly and give it a second to dry. This is my S design for Shayda, S for Shayda. Oh, I think I did it upside down, but that's okay. I'm just doing it on scrap paper. That one turned out very nice. I have a little extra green wax here, so I'm going to do another one on scrap paper. And with this one, you can really see I don't get a perfectly circular shape with my wax puddle. I've got some drips there. But when I add the stamp, it all sort of comes together to create a really nice look. And that's my snowflake stamp. And even the drip there, it creates a very beautiful seal. And I think the snowflake would be lovely for a winter or a holiday invitation. Now I'm going to take some gray wax and melt it, and I'm going to try doing this on a real envelope. So I've got my envelope sealed, and I'm just applying the wax at the fold in a circular motion. Now, when it comes to these two methods for applying wax, I think you have a little more control with the wax that you pour out of the bowl, but that one you also have to do cleanup. So once you've applied your seal, you're going to heat the bowl up again and then wipe it out with a little paper towel, which is not a big deal, but I sort of fell for the candle application. It is, like I said, a very slow meditative process, but you sort of don't know exactly what you're going to get, and the results were really beautiful and very wabi-sabi. So yeah, that's my fleur-de-lis. I love that design. It's so classic, and that one's a little smaller than some of the other stamps as well, so I really like that. I'm going to do one more envelope here with a little of the sort of gold bronzy wax. I'm just trying to get enough to drip off there that I'll be able to stamp it. And you can always go back and relight the wax stick if you need to. And there I'm going to finish up by doing another fleur-de-lis. Now there is one more method of application when it comes to these sets, and that is glue gun sticks. And you put them in the glue gun, and I imagine they would be a little less meditative and and a little more, and you would have a little more control. So you might want to try those as well. Well, that's everything for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to link these Uniku products on Amazon below, as well as the Uniku website. You can also find stamps on Etsy, and there's a lot of makers out there that will make you personalized initial stamps with the monogram for you and your partner or something like that. So there's all sorts of fun applications for these gorgeous wax seals and stamps. I hope you'll give them a try. I know I've just fell in love with this very timeless process. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that subscribe button. Now let's talk about the giveaway. If you would like to win this wax sealing set, which includes the tree stamp and 2 wax sticks, all you have to do is find me on Facebook. So go to my official Shayda Campbell Facebook page and then find this photo and like it. That's all there is to it. International entries are welcome, and the contest closes Monday, and the winner will be announced on Facebook. Good luck!